Tice. I'm the practitioner of the day, and this is our pre-service meditation. So as we relax into this meditation, feel as if you're standing in the incoming tide of the ocean's waters, and feel the tide roll in over your legs. Feel the freedom of that space around you. You are being held. You are safe. You are free. Let your shoulders relax. Breathe in and out, slowly and fully. Listen to the sound of gulls overhead. And as we're coming into the season of our dear 4th of July, our Independence Day, let us focus on freedom, as freedom is our God-given birthright. Freedom is the power to act, speak, and live without external constraint or coercion. It's the ability to self-determine your identity, your personal values, and your life path without social stigma or forced community and conformity. Freedom is the power to live and act according to our own values, without hindrance, balanced by the responsibility to respect the rights of others. I, as all, are free to be fully ourselves. We are free to be fully ourselves. And as we begin to open our eyes and return to the room, remember that God gives us the freedom, the power to live as we were created to live. Holy, purposeful, driven by love of self and love of others. Namaste.
The secretary's minutes for this month, it actually ended up being quite a good read of where each of the circles are at and kind of where we're at and kind of where we're going. So there are copies of that if you would like that and not want to wait until the minutes come out and get posted out on the board. We have a number of workshops that are coming up. We have actually an exciting July ahead of us with some new speakers and some new workshops. And I encourage you all to check your bulletin, check our website online, because Kelly is doing a fabulous job of keeping that up, and also check the table out in the lobby for more information, or seek one of the board members out and we'll be glad to fill you in. Again, thank you for being here this morning and have a blessed week.
Good morning. Today, we're going to focus on two of our fairly new members, Vanessa and Sienna. Vanessa was originally from Pennsylvania, but moved at 11 to Phoenix, of all places. And Phoenix is where Sienna was born. Vanessa is a technical writer. She has published a science fiction book. She also loves sculpture and drawing. They moved to Cottonwood, where they lived for 8 years, and then decided to start a new life here in Prescott Valley. They came to CSL looking for a community where they could belong, and I think they found one here. Vanessa works in our communications and tech. She loves Star Wars, of all things, which kind of surprised me when she told me that. And both her and Sienna love animals and volunteer 4 days a week at the animal rescue, which I think, to me, as an animal lover, I love. Sienna, who just turned 14 recently, loves photography. She's actually taken a lot of pictures of us, which I think is awesome because I've seen a few of them. She is interested in learning sign language and has helped out here with that. And what I thought was amazing was she's a vegetarian who loves, of all things, ramen. I'm thinking chocolate, candy, ice cream. No, ramen and spicy food. So today I want to honor both Vanessa and Sienna.
Ta-da! And look at me, I forgot to put my sunscreen on with these bright lights. What a privilege it is to be here today. What? Perfect. So I was sitting there thinking about music and singing and whatnot. And I've told you many times that I'm a terrible boss. I'm terrible at telling people what to do. Though I will say this, and there's a lot of traditions that have this, that would include like the 4 Agreements talks about the power of your words. I learned it from Rastafari, the power of the spoken word. And as regards to singing, I know sometimes it might feel out of your comfort zone to sing, to put the words out into the universe with your own voice. And so you say to yourself something like, I don't know, what do you say? Like, I don't feel like singing, or maybe some of you say, I don't have a good voice. Or some of you say like, you can't tell me what to do, I'm not gonna sing. don't know. I'm like doing multiple choice. You can tell I worked in high school for a long time, so I need 2 more. Anyway, so I'm going to encourage you, if you feel so inclined, to practice saying these words out loud and feel the difference between saying them out loud and not saying them at all. And the power is, well, to quote Monty Python, the power is powerful. Today's song is called All That I Need Comes to Me. And so let's practice that. At the count of 3, we're all going to say, all that I need comes to me. 1, 2, 3. All that I need comes to me. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3. All that I need comes to me. That's hard to believe sometimes, isn't it? And then the flip side of that, of course, is like if you're going through something that's not fun in the moment, to be like, oh, I must have needed this. And then figure out why. Oh, it's Bob. He's the bad cop. He's the boss of the house. So this is a Michael Gott song, and these songs are, just to remind you, just like Folgers, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Everyone knows this. These songs are for you to use during the week when you need them. And so this is just a refresher course to sing them. So you relearn them, and then you're like, when you need them during the week, then you just use them. And it's practice these lyrics are practice. Sing this with me. All that I
Jackson's the first thing that I need to start my morning. I tell you, I just love you. Oh, yes. Oh, just love this man. And of course, having Gail here Gail Steiger is just awesome. Oh my gosh, this is just so great. Do say hi to Amy for us, your beautiful wife. It's just, but just such a delight to be able to welcome you here this morning. How great. And for me, just looking at all of these beautiful faces of love, of light, and joy, especially as we start to prepare to celebrating Prescott Rodeo Days, which is next week, the world's oldest rodeo. It was on July 4th, 1888, that Prescott had its rodeo that charged admission and gave cash prizes. And that made us the first official oldest rodeo in the world. So that's how come I had to wear this outfit today. This is my rodeo outfit. Oh, please welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living here in Prescott. Oh, this is just a community filled with love, filled with light, filled with laughter. And it is such a delight to welcome you here today, this morning, as we celebrate all of life's generous and abundant gifts that are always flowing over us. My name is Hazel Bowman, and I'm always excited to be the service leader on any Sunday. And with me is
You vanished.
How about this? Does that work a little better? We'll just kind of keep knowing everything's flowing perfectly. But with me today is Sharon Tice, who gave that beautiful pre-service meditation and will be leading our in-service meditation before she exits the platform and goes to what we call High Watch, which is knowing that the highest good is always unfolding in absolutely every moment. Here at the Center for Spiritual Living, we provide, spiritual enlightenment. I know some people say spiritual tools. I always think tools sounds like work, and so I'm never wild about that. But spiritual enlightenment, oh, how fabulous it is for you to recognize that magnificence that is already within you. And this is your opportunity to recognize that yourself, as Sharon and I remember for you until you remember for yourself. As practitioners, some of the things that we do, we love to teach. We also, though, lead the ministry of prayer. And so with that, should you have something that's weighing on your hearts that maybe you just want to, just have someone pray on for the next week, you'll find the Ministry of Prayer card right there in your seat pocket in front of you. And so please fill it out. Go ahead and place it in the Ministry of Prayer box, which is right outside the lobby area there. And we, the practitioners, will pray on that for the entire week. Now, you'll notice on that card that you need to also set what you are planning on embracing and knowing for the week. I know some people think, I'll just have someone pray for me and that's it. No, we want you. That's one of the ways how you expand in your own spiritual awareness is actually accepting the spiritual truths for yourself. And so please feel free to do that. Or if you like, after service, please come on up where Sharon will be available to do what we refer to as our 3-minute miracle. That's where you have an opportunity just to go ahead and share what is happening just very briefly in your life. More importantly, what it is you want to experience, because that's what we're going to know so that you can actually be uplifted in your life, knowing that this is all God and God is everywhere. No place you can be where God is not. And so with that, just welcome, delighted to have you here. And Sharon, I'm going to give it over to you.
absolutely far away. There we go. Thanks. I got it. Thank you, ladies. So let us go into prayer. For what I know is that we are all gathered here today in joy, looking forward to the 4th of July Independence Day, and focusing on the freedoms that we have. I know that today Spirit is with us, for Spirit is always with us. Spirit is part of us always, bringing us all good things. And I know today's service is blessed. The message is important, and this is a wonderful way to start our week. And so I know that we are truly blessed being in the presence of the one Spirit. And so it is.
This is a Darius Lux song called Choose Love. Just pretty much, it's everything in 2 words, right? Pretty much. And the harder part is applying it every time. So, continuing on what I said before, if you don't know the song that well, I get it. I'm going to give them a pass on this one if they don't want to sing the verses. But the chorus is 2 words, choose love. I mean, come on. So at the very least, let's say that together. And if you want to sing this amazing song by Darius with me, please join in. So many choices in the world today. Too many things will blow your mind. And if you're needing just a simple truth to see you on your way, remember, choose love. Choose love. You choose love and keep on shining a light. You choose love. Choose love. You choose love and keep shining a light. Choose love. Well, life is a game that we're all free to play. You can hold it down and let it breathe. If you're looking for a simple song to sing along the way, together you choose love. Choose love. Choose love and keep on shining a light. You choose love. Choose love. You choose love and keep on shining a light. You choose love. Well, only love can move the mountains. Only love can lead the way. Love is always forgiveness. We'll make that choice right here today. And choose love. You choose love. Choose love. And keep on shining a light. Choose love. You choose love. You choose love.
Our reading today focuses, of course, on Independence Day coming up. The founders of our nation wrote in the Declaration of Independence, quote, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." And according to President Harry S. Truman, on December 15th, 1952, he stated, "The Constitution and the Declaration of Independence can live only as long as they are enshrined in the hearts and minds. If they are not so enshrined, they would be no better than mummies in their glass cages, and they could in time become idols whose worship would be a grim mockery of the true faith. Only as these documents are reflected in the thoughts and acts of Americans can they remain symbols of a power that can move the world." And let's take a few moments to meditate upon these words. And now if I could ask the candle lighters to please come up. The Center for Spiritual Living honors and celebrates the world's many faith traditions. As we light these candles, we acknowledge both the rich diversity of spiritual expression and the underlying unity that connects us all. We light a candle for Christianity, rooted in the teachings of Jesus the Christ, who revealed the path of love, forgiveness, compassion, and the rich presence of God within. For Islam, the practice of surrendering to the will of God, as revealed through the prophets, peace be upon them, affirming the oneness of God, creator of heaven and earth. For Judaism, honoring a sacred covenant that began with Abraham, grounded in faith, wisdom, community, and devotion. For Buddhism, the middle way of mindfulness, compassion, and awakening, teaching freedom from suffering through inner awareness. For Taoism, the path of harmony with the Tao, the ultimate reality that embraces and transcends all apparent opposites. For the Baha'i faith, affirming the unity of humanity, the oneness of all religions, and the vision of a peaceful world. For all indigenous traditions and nature-based religions, honoring the sacredness of the earth and living in conscious relationship with the Great Spirit that animates all life. For the goddess traditions, honoring the divine feminine in all her sacred expressions, celebrating the cycles of life, intuition, creation, nurturing, and spiritual wisdom. And for the science of mind, a philosophy of life that teaches that there is a power for good in the universe, and that we can use this power in our lives and in the world. Thank you, ladies.
Say
And
this
let us
together.
say our affirmation together. That's on the screen. I am here for God. My purpose is to express the nature of God as love, abundance, and joy in everything I do. The good I seek for myself is what I desire for all people everywhere. And so it is.
So great to be with you guys here this weekend. One of the best things about, I'm lucky enough to get to run around on a ranch out here near Prescott, and one of the coolest things about that is every day you just get a chance to realize what a gift it is to live on this planet. And I mean, all this life just grows up out of the ground, and all this other life comes and springs from that. It's really a miracle to get to be here for the little time that we do. So here we are heading into another summer, and I thought it appropriate to share with you, as I've done before, a poem by Mary Oliver called Summer Day. Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean. The one who has flung herself up out of the grass. The one who is eating sugar out of my palm. Whose jaws move back and forth instead of up and down. The one who is gazing around through enormous and complicated eyes. Now she lifts her pale forearms and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to be idle and blessed, how to kneel down in the grass, how to fall down in the grass, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? For doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?
Oh, Gail, there is such wisdom in your words. And yes, paying attention to all of nature, God's creation, is a prayer within itself. So thank you for sharing your gifts with us, and look forward to later on sharing another one with us. Oh, well, with that, I'm trying to locate our speaker here. Her name is Reverend Helen. We have been delighted to have her with us in the past. She comes to us via Hawaii. Now, she wasn't born in Hawaii, but she stayed there for 11 years. And then when she relocated, she came here to Prescott, which is absolutely phenomenal, because we have always been so much enjoying all of the wisdom and insights that she shares and gives to us so freely. Now, one of the reasons she didn't want to come in is she's wearing like a headband here, and she was afraid she might grab too much attention just sitting. However, come on in, Reverend Helen. How could we not love that headdress of yours? Anyway, Reverend Helen, as she talks about the beauty of the rainbow.
There is a story behind everything. Good morning. Good morning. And happy International Pride Day. Wrapping up the end of a month of Pride activities. And I brought a few little visuals with me because I'm an ally of many decades, so brought my little rainbow candles, and I think she put my hanging up there somewhere. And then of course it's embellished with the seashells. and actually have that hung on the outside of my bedroom door. Just because I see a rainbow, I see peace, I see love, and I see that same thing when I see the ocean, you know? We have a bit of a hybrid talk today because we've got a couple of events we'll see how this works, this month that we're going to be all dealing with and having fun with or celebrating. So I've kind of dressed for the occasion too. Okay, I need to move now, Mike. Is the hand mic here? No. Can I do this? Okay, so I'm gone now. I can talk loud enough, but I don't want this to blast at you. Where I could be going by a Pride event and then shuffle on over for a 4th of July barbecue. That's how I felt. And for those of you who heard me talk on Flag Day a couple of weeks ago, you know my story about my feelings about the flag and my family. And so I'll wear a flag pin, I'll wave a flag sometimes, but I never wear flags as a shirt. I don't wear them and sit on them. But I just spotted this when I was out and about yesterday, and I went, there's a flag that's soft and sweet and ocean, so I'll wear this flag today. And it's seashells and starfish. And so it's kind of my Hawaiian celebration flag, but I brought the regular ones too. So, then there's these. Well, when I saw them actually when I was out at Dollar Tree, and I thought, well, that could be kind of fun to just give it a little extra poof for Pride. And then I went, it could be like a little homage to the Statue of Liberty, or a little. And then the last thing that came in was, did it just go out of my mind? I don't even think I wrote it down because it was so easy to remember. The last one was the Statue of Liberty. It'll come to me. Something else. What else has something on their head? A rainbow? No, but I did want some color up there. There's 2 actually little bands. So I had the gold like for the flag and the pink and stuff for the rainbow. But we'll come back to that. Sparklers. Thank you, Nancy. That was it. I thought, maybe it looks a little bit like sparklers. Thank you. What would I do without Nancy? I mean, I would not be up here organized, at least somewhat organized, and trying to move forward without Nancy and Nina, I tell you. So, sparklers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was wondering, I hope some of you had a chance this month to have lunch with gay friends or visit with someone in the gay community, maybe attend some events to celebrate and honor this tremendous community, the LGBTQIA community. I have a son who works for a nonprofit organization in Pennsylvania that he's a legal assistant, that support disadvantaged youth, unrepresented youth, and a number of them are gender questioning or gay, or on that spectrum of gender and sexuality. And I said, Raymond, I got as far as LGBTQI. No, I don't remember what I or A stand for. And he goes, Mom, we just call it the alphabet community when we're talking back and forth. So in my mind, I call it the alphabet community, or sometimes I call it the rainbow community. So with all these with all these legions of allies that community has come to garner through all these years, anyone in that community, their road has not been easy. And I don't use absolutes much. I learned a long time ago, try not to say always, never, none, everything, because there are always, almost always, there's an always exceptions. But just like the road to women's rights keeps plodding along, we keep making progress, so has the road for this community. So anyone that's in that community, they have earned their stripes with their tenacity, with their resilience, with their persistence, and also with this growing community. So I love being an ally, and I talk about it whenever it comes up. So I would like everyone to know that this is a community that is inclusive. Our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, who wrote The Science of Mind, which is our textbook for Centers for Spiritual Living, and he was very prolific in his writing, so there's very much. But that's the core of our textbook. And he was very clear that we are all created of one creative intelligence in the universe, one energy that is eternal, that is effervescent, that is life-giving, that is creating. And why would it be creating so much beauty, so much diversity, if it wasn't to be beautiful and to be lived and to be honored and enjoyed? So we think that works for whatever you want to call diversity, because we celebrate that. And I love rainbows, as you know. And I think, when I think of a rainbow, I think, one color is just lovely. If your favorite color is pink, ooh, that's so pretty up in the sky. Or maybe it's blue, and ooh, that's so pretty up there. But when you layer them, and you have this spectrum of different colors, it just exponentially increases the beauty, I think, and kind of the mystery and mystique of the rainbow. So I look at the rainbow, again, as something that, when I see it, I think peaceful, I think beauty, I think, if you go back to biblical stuff, of a promise, promise. And I just like to narrow that promise down to a better life for everyone. I just look to it, and that brings my heart joy. And of course, I lived for 10 years in Maui, and Hawaii is the rainbow state. They call it the rainbow center of the country, or maybe they say the world. And it has to do with the climatic conditions, the trades, the sun, and the water, and the intensity of the trades kind of on and off, and showers coming back and forth, and they all gel together to create like more rainbows than most any place else. So I find that kind of interesting, that I wound up there for a good period of time. I just wanted to underscore that every one of us here, each of us a piece of humanity, individually, we made it to this earth. I know I've heard people put this in perspective sometimes, and the first time I went, wow, I never thought of that, but hey, there was a whole lot of obstacles. I mean, it's amazing that each and every one of us got here. And a lot of us have been around here a long time. And it hasn't become, well, has it been because life's been easy? Has every step been easy? Has every lesson come easily? No, but we're here. And we get to, when we have these holidays, 4th of July, when we have these pride celebrations, when we have any kind of celebration, don't forget to celebrate you, your magnificent, perfect, glorious, holy, divine, and sacred you, because you came into this little speck of dirt called Earth for a reason. You came for a purpose, maybe several along the way, and you are here to delight this world with your gift and your presence. So remember that. Next time you look in the mirror, I want you to delight yourself with your image and your joy and your smile and your divine presence, okay? Who can do that? All right, okay. That's not too hard, right? Did you realize that, we have, well, let me just start with this. Human beings have this way of griping about what's wrong about everything, what went wrong. And how many times have you heard that even in a work environment, any environment, you can be the center of many compliments all day, but one person will say, you really missed the mark on that one. And what do you remember when you go home? The 1 out of 100, right? That must be a genetic goof up in there somewhere. But did you know that with DNA, the DNA of any two individuals in the world is about the term they use, 99.9, not just alike, identical. 99.9% What does that mean? These differences that we see and that we fuss about, and sometimes we're attracted to them, but I mean, you know what I mean. There's always the fussy ones. But that's only let's say 0.1%. Now, to put it in perspective, the human genome consists of roughly 3 billion base pairs, they call it, of these. So that 0.1% does amount to about 3 million for hair color, for size, for shape, for eyes, for so many other things, inclinations, health inclinations, that sort of thing. But still, those are giant numbers. How many of us deal with those kind of numbers regularly? But that 0.1% to me, that's phenomenal. So I keep thinking, so why don't we just get busy checking out all the good stuff, all the like stuff, all the things we have in common? Really look for the beauty. Why don't we get and work harder and harder getting that baseline in us that says, I love change. Now that scares people, I know. But it's a C word that a lot of people are terrified of. But I think in here we've worked a lot with it. And it's always good to just remember, it doesn't have to mean you like what's going on. You may like it. You may be moving into a new house or a new state. It may be exciting. And yet there's still a lot of stress around it and worry and fret. But if we can learn to have some flexibility, give ourselves some love, and know that we trust ourselves, our choices, our plans, our decisions, that C word, change, can really become a friend. I know, doesn't always look like it, but if we look and know that in every single thing there's a gift. I'm not going to say lesson, because some people are like, God, I don't need another one of those lessons, and I get that. But there's a gift, there's a blessing somewhere in that. And sometimes you even need a little bit of distance to see it. But I'm convinced that it's always there. And again, I'm not saying it's going to scream at you immediately, because you may be having the breakdown or, doing what you need to do to let off steam. But gosh, we're here for a reason. Life presents us with so many surprises and changes. And even when we settle all in, oh, well, this will be fine for the long run. How many long runs do you know that work out? There's always, even if it's subtle. But that's the beauty, I think, of flexibility, because you trust yourself and you work with those changes. We're all divine creations of a loving, creative, energetic God, and that is in and with and through us, expressing as us the individuality, the uniqueness, the diverse piece of life that is us every single day. So why don't we just decide we're just going to keep loving on people more? And we're going to sort of change the glasses that we have on to look at people and say, wow, what am I going to learn from this? Who am I going to get to know? What new piece of information am I going to get? It can become a game. And it's always, hey, you always win. You always win. I'm going to share this little quick story from Sir Ian McKellen, absolutely renowned, iconic British actor. Are any of you? I watch a lot of English programs. Anyone know who Ian McKellen is? Okay. I think, wasn't he in some of the Harry Potter stuff? I've never seen one. But I just find him phenomenal. And I saw him, I think it was on Graham Norton, but I've seen him address his story elsewhere. And sometimes he'll add an extra piece or two of information, but the base story is the same. And he talks about when he's away, and then he's coming back home. And he said, let me just start. If you arrive in Manchester, if you're lucky enough to afford the train fare, you come down the steps at Piccadilly. Sorry, got to remember to stay there. At Piccadilly. And if you're lucky enough to be able to afford a taxi, you get in the back of one. And the taxi driver, usually a man, but not always, says, "Where to, love?" And Ian McKellen says, "Oh, I'm home. When a grown man will call anyone love, that's the place I want to be. I feel I'm home now. I think, this is him quoting Ian, I think if we all did that, it would be a rather better place, wouldn't it? And when people have got trouble with gender and pronouns and so on, love covers everything. Just call everybody love. So, I want to say hello, loves, and thank you for being here this morning. This room is loaded with loves. So grateful to be a part of it. Now, part of the vision of CSL is creating a better world for everyone. 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 No caveats, no exclusions, no judgments or conditions. It's not conditional. For everyone. We believe in God, the living Spirit, Almighty, and that indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause, this one manifests itself in and through each of us, each and every bit of its creation, not just humans, all of its creation. And I love this statement, and this is part of a Declaration of Principles, one of the statements. We believe in the incarnation of the Spirit in humankind, and that all people are incarnations of the one Spirit. We believe in our own soul, our own spirit, and our own destiny, for we know that the life of all is God. And if the life of all is God, then in my book, the life of all is good. It can be good for us as we work with that and allow it to be. And it can be good in others as we see that goodness in them. And we do make a difference. You know, if you do have fun, you meet a special friend, you call them, you may have made the difference in that day. And I noticed on, the website for CSL, I made a note. They had a quote from William James that said, act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. Do you believe that what you do makes a difference? Does everybody believe that? No one sitting in the corner and say, it won't matter. It won't matter. No one will know. I mean, we've probably all been there at one time or another. I had to learn to find my voice. But do you believe you all make a difference? Yes. Do you always see the difference in the moment? Yes. But can you believe that it's there? Yes. The universe is working on that. And that good that you do in that difference is going to roll around and expand and come on back to you as you empower that. And finally, I can't leave this out, the other event. Gee, what happened 250 years ago? What year was that? I'm so rough with years. Who knows what year that? That's it, 1776. That one worked out, right? And that Continental Congress, wow, they penned this Declaration of Independence bravely, courageously, intelligently, with experience, worldwide experience. They'd seen other things and how they worked, and they did this framework for this experiment called a democracy that was going to be ruled by the people through their elected officials. And I remember, and it is even said in the one part of that this experiment, should it endure. They knew it was iffy. They knew it could be problematic. They did their best to set up these different forms of government and checks and balances to keep it moving forward, because they'd seen what had gone down for thousands of years in Europe and other countries. So now, at the moment, we kind of know it is fragile. That Constitution, that democracy. We're seeing that play out in some ways, but that's okay. We can know that with tenacity and with love and with putting our belief systems out there, that democracy will prevail in the way that it was intended to prevail. And I just wanted to read this because I think it's so empowering. The preamble to the Declaration of Independence set forth many rights, and many of those were laid right out later in the Constitution. And the First Amendment: Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. That's a pretty powerful amendment. I think about it's all good, but that pretty much, they wanted that first one to be there and be more fully expressed in the things that were in the Declaration of Independence. They wanted it right there to start the constitutional amendments. So, done? Okay, we can go to prayer. Okay. I'm going to leave you, I'm actually going to, for the prayer, I did this on Flag Day too, but I'm all about bringing Ernest Holmes in more, and he said wonderful things about our freedoms and our nation. So I'm going to use that as a closing prayer. But first, I just wanted to tell you this, that he also said he believes that freedom is an ultimate birthright of every living soul. He saw true liberty not just as political independence or doing whatever one pleases, but as a spiritual state of consciousness and the intelligent, harmonious use of universal law. We make a difference. Our treatment for our country, for our nation, for our state, for our dentist, whoever we're treating for, it makes a difference. Those waves, those energy fields, energy patterns are going out there. And he also said in his essays that, actually he warned that simply doing whatever one wishes or imposing a minority's will over a majority can quickly lead to a new form of bondage. And he warned against that. And again, he was kind of saying, take care of your freedoms. And he's talking about freedoms deep at the spiritual level, as well as our outer freedoms. He's talking about our mind, our spirit, our thoughts. So, looking into readings of Holmes, I found this that he wrote in 1954. It was in Science of Mind, or 53 was in Science of Mind magazine in July. It's called My Prayer for My Country. Now, I was little then, but I thought, I'm going to Google and see what exactly was going on, because in reading about this, he did a lot of political type supportive statements he did in way of affirmation and positivity. But it said that, and I do remember these things, the McCarthy hearings were happening, the Red Scare, anti-communism was, there was rage and fear and paranoia. And also, not unlike today, there was much turmoil in the nation, and civil rights was starting to get a foothold and start going. So a lot was going on. So this prayer of affirmation would be, I thought, a beautiful grounding feeling. They're all declaratively stated like our treatments would be. And it would be, I think, comforting and optimistic and hopeful and reminding us, yay, we live in this incredible nation. Aren't we happy for our forefathers? And aren't we happy about us? So I'm going to close this, and then let me ask you to just relax comfortably, and I will read our founder, Ernest Holmes' Prayer for My Country. Believing in the divine destiny of the United States of America and in the preservation of liberty, security, and self-expression, I offer this, my prayer for my country. I know that divine intelligence governs the destiny of the United States of America, directing the thought and activity of all who guide its affairs. I know that success, prosperity, and happiness are the gifts of freedom and are the divine heritage of everyone in this country. I know that success, prosperity, and happiness are now operating in the affairs of every individual in this country. I know that divine guidance enlightens the collective mind of the people of this country, causing it to know that economic security may come to all without the loss of either personal freedom or individual self-expressions. I know that no one can believe or be led to believe that freedom must be surrendered in order to ensure economic security for all. The all-knowing mind of God contains the answer to every problem which confronts this country. I know that every leader in this country is now directed to this all-knowing mind and has the knowledge of a complete solution to every problem, and each is compelled to act upon this knowledge to the end in that abundance, security, and peace shall come to all. And I know that this spiritual democracy shall endure, guaranteeing to everyone in this country personal liberty, happiness, and self-expression. And so it is. Amen.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Thank you, Jackson. Let it be. And yes, thank you, Reverend Helen, for a beautiful, inspiring message. Where to, love? Oh, where to? Well, we on our path are going towards love and light and embracing all, for we know that we are all one. And I did not know that DNA was so close. And so, yes, that recognizes and reaffirms our unity as well as our diversity. And so we honor each and every person. At this time, I'm going to ask that our ushers please step forward. For here is our opportunity to share our gifts with the community. Oh, let me put my check in here, right here. And so, oh, wait a second. I want to do my affirmation first before I give it. And so I want to invite you to take your offering. Whatever it is, remember there is no small, there is no large. That is mortal concept. For God is all in all. And so I invite you to take this and just place it over your heart or hold it in your hand and say this affirmation with me. Divine love in and through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, life. And now let me do it. Thank you. And Gail, looking forward to you again.
Okay. Well, I grew up here in the 60s, or tried to grow up. And for a brief time, my mom and my siblings lived with our grandparents. They have a big white house on the corner of Mount Vernon and Gurley Street. And we would hike home after school at Washington Elementary School, and we would watch Superman on TV, on Granny and Papa's TV. And then after that, my brother and I would go into the bathroom. We'd get a bath towel, and if you took your shoestring out and tied it around the corner of the bath towel, and in the other corner, you could put that on, and that would allow us to fly off of the roof of the bedroom that was tacked on to the back of the house. Guy Clark wrote a song about that called The Cape, and I'll try to do that for you right now. 8 years old with a flour sack cape tied all around his neck. He climbed up on the garage, figuring what the heck. He screwed his courage up so tight till the whole thing come unwound. He got a running start, and bless his heart, he headed for the ground. One of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath, and always trust your cape. All growed up with a flour sack cape tied all around his dreams. He's full of piss and vinegar, he's busting at the seams. He licked his finger and checked the wind, gonna be do or die. He wasn't scared of nothing, boys, he was pretty sure he could fly. One of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath, and always trust your cape. Old and gray with a flour sack cape tied all around his neck. He's still jumping off a garage, he will be till he's dead. All these years the people said he's acting like a kid. He did not know he could not fly, and so he did. One of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath, and always trust your king. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your king. Guy Clark.
Oh, Gail, thank you so much. Now, are you doing any cowboy poetry this week for rodeo? Hold on, I want to make sure people can hear this. Hold on. Could you speak into the microphone here? Because you are so great.
We're doing something, cowboy poetry is in August, but we're doing something next month at the Phippen Museum too, I think the 11th or 12th or something like that.
Okay, thank you. And thank you, Jackson, every time you're able to secure him. Oh, at this time, I ask that the offering please be brought forward. For I know that all here that has been given generously and in love. And so therefore I know that it multiplies in love. And it goes forward, not only serving our community, but also blessing each and every one of us as we share these gifts, knowing that divine abundance is always flowing through us, unimpeded, knowing that life has no limitation. And so I call this offering good and very good, as it uplifts lives and it blesses all. And so it is. Well, now it's always our pleasure to welcome any new visitors, or perhaps it's been a while since you've been here and you'd like to introduce yourself again. So let me inquire, is there anyone here for the first time who would feel comfortable? Yes, we've got a few. Gary, could you do me a favor and take this microphone over and let's let them speak.
Yes, hi. I feel very grateful and honored to be here. My name is Becca Kennedy. I've been in Prescott since about March. So, yeah. Thank you.
Anybody else here for the first time? I'd like to reintroduce myself. Thank you, Gary. Oh, well, please know we are delighted to have you here joining us today. And we would like to also extend to you one of our gifts for being with us, and that is in our bookstore. There is a section of gently read, beautifully loved books. I invite you to go over there, take whichever one resonates within you, and let that be our gift to you. Okay? All right. So I love that. Well, I think that pretty much completes our service. How about you, Jackson? Yeah, I think so. So with that, Bob, can you get everybody standing here? There we go. And if you're comfortable, I invite you to hold hands. And let us say our benediction together and feel these words within our hearts, because this is where to love. Well, this is where it's going. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is happening through my mind, my body, and my affairs. I think it, I believe it, I feel it, I know it, I accept it. Thank you.